What's up, buddy? How you been? Hope you're doing good. I got a question for you. I always start my videos with a question. Here's the question. Are you excited for Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom? Guys, I gotta say this. I had not seen Aquaman. Okay? I don't like the DC cinematic universe or whatever that was. It's gone now. James Gunn's rebooting the whole thing. I'd heard Aquaman was good, but I've seen Batman vs Superman. I've seen Justice League. I was like, it can't. I mean, if it's anything like those movies, it's trash. But then I saw the Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom trailer was coming out. This is Aquaman 2, and I said, all right, let me actually watch Aquaman. And I was very surprised. I went, wow, this is actually a good movie. It's kind of schlocky and stupid, but it looks good. The action's good. The visuals are good. The plot actually makes sense, which is rare for these DC films, which are all over the place. It felt, and it did feel like its own thing. That James Wan director guy, he really made it his own. So, but the problem was after I watched that movie, I went, well, where do you go from here? Is that it did the entire hero's arc that he comes, he's the son of a Atlantean queen, princess, or whatever, discovers his destiny, becomes the true king of Atlantis. What's he going to do in the second one? Fight Black Manta, who, let's be real, was the least exciting part of that movie. Also, this movie is saddled with the fact, well, it's saddled with two things. First of all, it belongs to the Zack Snyder DC universe, which is dead. And the last 2 or 3 movies trying to tie into that Zack Snyder verse, we had Black Adam, flopped, Flash, flopped, and Blue Beetle flopped. So I don't know. Does this movie... Aquaman is the highest grossing of the DC films. I believe it crossed over $1 billion. Is that enough to get people in the theaters? It's going to help. It's going to help that a lot of people have seen the first one, liked it, and want to go back. Here's something that's going to hurt. Amber Heard, who a lot of people do not like. I understand why they don't like her. I'll say this. I'm a guy who I go, look, whatever she's done in her private life, it's okay to dislike her, but I don't want to take her livelihood away. And I know a lot of you are leaving an angry comment right now or clicking off the video. If she can act, let her act. I don't see the reason we need to banish her from Hollywood based on that very personal lawsuit that went through. But that's just my take. I don't want to take someone's livelihood away. And she was good in the first movie. So, but there are a lot of people who really do not want to see her in the film. I get it. When you really hate a certain actor or actress, it can hurt the film. Well, here's the thing, guys. We have the first trailer for Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, a movie that has been in limbo forever. This was supposed to come out a year ago. Apparently a bunch of reshoots, although that's disputed. The director is saying, no, I didn't reshoot anything. Everything's perfect. A lot of rumors that Amber Heard's going to be edited out of the whole movie. Why don't we just get into it and watch this trailer? Before we do, please click down there, hit that subscribe button, join the Vito Nation, and let's take a look at Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Okay, we've got it queued up. Here we are, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, 2 minutes, 46 seconds. Let's take a look. I might need to pause it at points to try and not get hit by the copyright filter. I don't know why they copyright claim watching a movie trailer. Don't you want me to show the movie trailer and tell people the movie's coming out? Come on, Warner Brothers. But here we go.
4 years ago, I was basically unemployed. A wanderer with no home. But now, I'm a husband and a father.
Wait, is that... I'm a husband and a father. Is that new? Did he marry Amber Heard? Oh, man, it's going to be real hard to boot her out of the movie if he literally has a kid with her. This is the first I'm hearing of this. Okay. Why do I get the feeling someone's going to steal his baby? Let's find out.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. I don't know how you did it, Pops.
My job was a little less stressful than yours.
Oh. Looks like Black Manta's ship has the black, has the red, kind of like eyes. But again, I thought Black Manta was the worst part of that last film. He's just like a guy who hates Aquaman because Aquaman let his dad die. But like, he let your dad die because your dad was a dick. He's not morally... I don't know. I found that the least interesting part of the movie. I'm kind of sad that they weren't able to make Black Manta more interesting.
Oh yeah, I finally got a job. I'm the king of Atlantis.
Oh, yeah!
500 million people from every known species in the sea call this place home.
I gotta be real. They did a real good job with Atlantis and all the underwater tribes and whatever else. That's why I'm excited about this movie. All right, at least that's why I like this Aquaman universe as compared to the other stuff. Everything else, it's like I've seen it before. Flash, he's a guy who lives in a city and he gets superpowers. Blue Beetle, he's a guy who lives in a big city and he gets superpowers and he's got to figure out what to do with them. Like, all these characters are the same. At least this, like, Aquaman feels unique.
That doesn't mean they all like me.
I'm gonna kill Aquaman and
Yeah,
destroy
there he is,
everything
Black
he
Adam.
holds dear. I'm gonna murder his family and burn his kingdom to ash.
Again, I just think Black Manta, his motivation is bad. He's not an interesting villain. I think they really screwed up his backstory in the first movie. If you guys didn't see it, basically, him and his dad are pirates. They hijack ships. His dad's drowning, and Aquaman refuses to save his dad. But, like, that should be the moment he becomes evil or something. Like, they should have portrayed him as kind of naive, and then the moment he became evil was the moment Aquaman let his dad die. Instead, it's like, no, he was already an evil douchebag. So, there's no room for that character. The character doesn't change. He just goes from being an evil douchebag to an evil douchebag with more motivation to be an evil douchebag. So, again, I mean, I keep harping on this, but I just think Black Manta is a weak character. Why are so many characters? Black Adam, Black Panther, Black Man. There's so many black characters. That sounds racist. I'm not complaining about it. The names. It's too. All right. I'm in trouble now.
Be stopped, or a global meltdown is imminent.
I think I know someone who might be able to help us.
Groot!
Ooh, you look rough.
Good job, little brother. High five. Do not call me brother. I cannot believe you let this happen.
Yeah, well, I hate this job.
True king builds bridges, right?
Is that the same? That is the same guy from the last movie, right? The guy, Ocean Master. He was a great actor in Aquaman. Like, Ocean Master should be a stupid character, but he really made him work as this kind of, like, evil wannabe king. So I'm excited to see him back.
Yeah, well, I hate this job.
True king builds bridges, right?
True king builds bridges.
We need to find Manta.
He's different now. He's stronger than before.
It's the Black Trident.
Whoa!
During King Atlan's time, there were 7 kingdoms. And the Trident was a curse upon them all.
The Trident's dark magic is spreading.
Well, I gotta say, having him team up with his brother kind of solves the Amber Heard problem. Obviously, she was the sidekick in the first movie. Now she's been sidelined for Ocean Master. I have to wonder, when was this decision made? Did they reshoot a bunch of the movie to replace Amber Heard with Ocean Master? I wish I knew the name of the actor. I didn't look it up. I'm bad at actor names. I don't know. It's possible. So we have the Black Trident, the polar opposite to the Golden Trident. I don't know. I'm a little worried that, again, the first Aquaman had like a kind of interesting story. It felt different. This feels like bad guy finds power equal to the good guy, and they have a big fight. It feels a little generic. We'll see where it goes.
It means to end the bloodline.
The action looks good.
I don't know what lies ahead, but we can't leave our children a world without hope.
You're not as bad at this as you think.
Whoa!
You lead, the 7 kingdoms will follow.
Hey, we actually got a shot of Amber Heard. Can you I think that's the first shot in the whole thing, and it's like 2 seconds long. Well, at least we know she's in the movie. Ay. Oh, yeah. They have been doing this thing, I gotta say. Promoting the comic books at the end of the trailer. This is good. Good for you, DC. It's hard to get people reading these comics these days. But at least they're trying. Well, so what can I say about Aquaman? I can say that it's a movie. I don't feel like rushing out to see it. Again, here's the problem that we're having. Is anytime there's these big, stupid superhero movies, my first instinct is, can't wait for it to come to HBO Max. There's like no reason to rush out and see it, especially if it flops. Because now the studios, like Indiana Jones, I went and I saw that first week because I wanted to review it. But like a month and a half later, it's already on Disney+. I think Blue Beetle, maybe not, but it's coming to HBO Max if it's not there already. What is the incentive to go see it? Get some popcorn, I guess. I do like popcorn. I don't know. I liked Aquaman 1, but DC's just been having so many even Flash, which I thought was a really good movie, did terrible at the box office. Nobody cared. And that was another character that should have had some built-in audience. People had seen the previous movies, even though they sucked. Also had Michael Keaton Batman, which didn't put butts in seats. I'll say this. People kind of do like Jason Momoa as an actor. It's possible he just has the star power. He's kind of got that The Rock feel to him. You know, a big tough guy, but one who can, you know, be the butt of the joke, who can take a couple licks. Maybe that alone is going to help sell some tickets. But ultimately, we're also dealing with the problem of this movie does not tie into the future of the DC universe. It's not leading anywhere. We're probably not going to see Jason Momoa Aquaman again. Unless this does, you know, if this movie does really good, Warner Brothers is going to go to James Gunn and they're going to go, well, you have to use Jason Momoa Aquaman. I think he could easily slot him in, but it really depends on how good the movies do. James Gunn said Blue Beetle is, you know, going to play into my future DC universe. I don't know if he's changed that plan now that the movie was a complete flop. We have no idea what's going on. My prediction is I think this movie will do better than The Flash. I think this movie will do better than Black Adam. I think this will be the best grossing of the final DC Snyderverse movies. I don't think it's going to make enough money to save the franchise, though. I don't think it's going to... I think it'll do well enough that we might see Jason Momoa make some cameo appearances in James Gunn's universe. They'll send him through a multiverse portal or whatever else. But I don't think we're getting an Aquaman 3. Unless this movie is just fantastic, but from what I saw in the trailer, looks good. Does it look great? I'm on the edge. I don't know. The visuals look great. I just really... The DC universe is in such a weird place, and I just don't see audiences coming out for this. The superhero fatigue is real. We've seen all the superhero movies, and this does not look like a unique one. Again, it's the story of, oh, I'm going to fight the villain, and the villain's my counterpart. We've seen it a million times before. I don't know. But I think you at home, you know what's going to happen, and that's why I want you to hit up the comments and tell me, are you going to see Aquaman 2? Do you care about superhero movies anymore? Are you done with the genre? Do you see any hope for the future of the DC universe? Positive or negative, I want to hear from you. Please leave a comment. Don't forget, hit that button down there. Subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you're into comic books, I really want you guys to head on over to superkiller.org and check out my new comic book, Super Killer. We're still working on it, getting it together, but you can still pre-order a copy and be a part of the Super Killer fan universe or whatever else. It's going to be really cool. I hope you guys will check it out. We got more cool videos coming soon. Thank you, everybody. And Aquaman, what can I say? Whoever thought Aquaman would be a good character? That dork who talks to fish. They made him work. But we'll see if this movie also works. I don't know. I am skeptical, but I'm hopeful. I want it to succeed. I just don't know what's going to happen. Bye-bye.